You might just end up spending a lifetime together. Fall in love carefully. Piles and wads of money usually break the fall and make for a smoother landing. So, now that the pearls of wisdom have trickled down my brain to the recesses of yours, let us go on with the story. It's the story of the four of them. Overachievers, geeks, nerds. The ones who ask for sheets after sheets in examination halls while you look blankly at the question paper, cursing yourself for not studying the night before. The ones will be out with the answer while you are still looking for your calculator, trying to figure out which numbers to tap. Whom would you not consider as serious contenders while predicting class ranks? Olympiad winners, college gold medalists, all four of them, brilliant minds. The first amongst them, Abhijeet, exemplified everything I just said. He had yet to score in the 80s or the 70s. Anything less than the mid-90s depressed him, and for good reason. He was the most hard-working student you would ever come across. He had led an uneventful life. The craziest thing he had ever done was to take an exam with a chapter not revised. So, let me start from the day he spent his last day as a college topper, when something remotely happening happened. Chapter 1. It was the 4th of January, and the air in the college campus was redolent with expectations and the sweat of his fellow classmates who were still looking for jobs. There were more than a few pairs of eyes on him. Most of them had disgust dripping from them. A few greeted him, and the others looked away. He had already been placed in a company which offered him 17 lakhs per annum, but he wanted more. The company on campus that day was offering 30 lakh Indian rupees per annum. It was an opportunity of a lifetime. He left the presentation that the human resources of the company had prepared, especially for the students of Sri Ram College of Commerce, and headed for the library, where he came across a few of his professors. They wished him luck and said they had full faith in his capabilities. Abhijeet was too brilliant for his own good. He was good enough to be hated. "I need this. This is what I want to do," he told himself, and trudged to the library. He passed the college bookshop and spotted a few of his classmates in an intense discussion with Raju Bhaiya. Raju had seen hundreds of students spend the best 3 years of their lives in front of him. Years later, they would discuss him in their reunions, but Abhijeet would never be a part of those discussions because he had been too busy with books and seniors and sucking up to his professors. Being the brilliant college topper for 2 years in a row was a full-time job that hardly left any time for friends or frolic. Macroeconomics by Ravi Shastri. He flipped through the pages. There was nothing new. He flipped through some other books. Accounts, business studies, law. Same thing. The last 2 years of spending hours neck-deep in those books, while others were looking down cleavages, held him in good stead. Abhijeet had been brought up in a single-income family. His father worked in the Delhi Development Authority while his mother was a housewife. The glaring difference between his father and his uncle's wealth always pinched him. Their cars, their big houses, and the big rings on their fingers. He always felt he was missing out on something. Though his parents did whatever they could for him, he did not like it when his uncle discussed business and laughed out loud at losses that were more than his father's yearly income. He wanted to make it big. This was his day and his chance to get back at them. While his cousins were waiting in the wings to join their fathers in their dingy manufacturing units that made plastic buckets and trinkets, it was his chance to become a front-end investment banker, the most grossly overpaid and overworked of all white-collar jobs. Abhijeet was always conspicuous by his presence. He was a Delhi Board 2004 topper, an NTSE scholar, and a CA Foundation rank 1. Everybody knew who he was. Some girls even found him cute, but then girls also say that about stray puppies. Big deal. But I wouldn't really call him average looking.